What, dear Elise? You grow sad for having given me such dear tokens of your love. And I see you sigh in the midst of my joy. Can you regret having made me happy? Do you regret the engagement which my love has forced from you?
No, Valere, I do not regret what I do for you. I know you delightful of power, and I do not even wish for things to be otherwise than they are. Yet, to tell you the truth, I am quite anxious over the consequences, and greatly fear that I love you more than I should.
What can you possibly fear from the affection you have shown me?
Everything. The anger of my father, the reproaches of my family, the censure of the world, and above all, Valere.
It's okay.
Changing your heart. I fear that your coldness with which your sex so often repays 2 more proofs of an innocent love.
Alas, do not daunt me thus. Do not judge me by others. Seek me capable of everything, Elise, except of falling short of what I owe to you. I love you too much for that, and my love will be as lasting as my life.
Valere, all men say the same things. All men are alike in their words. Their actions only show the difference that exists between them.
Then why not wait for actions if by them alone you can judge the truthfulness of my heart? Do not suffer your anxious fears to mislead you and to wrong me. Do not let an unjust suspicion destroy the happiness which is to me dearer than life. But give me time to show you by 1,000 proofs the sincerity of my affection.
Alas, how easily we allow ourselves to be persuaded by those we love. I believe you, Valere. I believe that your heart is utterly incapable of deceiving me, that your love is sincere, and that you will ever remain faithful to me. I will no longer doubt that happiness is near. If I grieve, it will only be over the difficulties of our position in the possible centers of the world.
But why even this fear?
Oh, Valere, if everybody knew you as I do, I should not have much to fear. I find enough in you to justify all I do for you. My heart knows all your merits and feels moreover bound to you by deep gratitude. How can I forget that horrible moment when we met for the first time? Your generous courage in risking your own life to save mine from the fury of the waves, your tender care afterwards, your constant attentions, and your ardent love, which neither time nor difficulties can lessen. For me, you neglect your parents and your country. You give up your own position in life to be a servant of my father. How can I resist the influence this has all over me? Is it not enough to justify in my eyes my engagement to you? Yet who knows if it's enough to justify it in the eyes of others, and how can I feel sure that my motives will be understood?
You try in vain to find merit in what I have done. It is by my love alone that I justly deserve you. As for the scruples you feel, your father himself justifies you but too much before the world, and his avarice and the distant way in which he lives with his children might authorize stranger things still. Forgive me, my dear Elise, for speaking this of your father before you, but you know that, unfortunately, on this subject, no good can be said of him. However, if I can find my parents, as I fully hope I shall, they will soon be favorable to us. I'm expecting news of them with great impatience, but if none comes, I will have to go in search of them myself.
Oh, no, Valere, do not leave me. I entreat you. Try rather to ingratiate yourself in my father's favor.
You know how much I wish it, and you can see how I set about it. You know the skillful maneuvers I've had to use in order to introduce myself into his service. Under what a mask of sympathy and conformity out of tastes I used to disguise my own feelings, to please him. And what a part I play to acquire his affection. I succeed wonderfully well, and I feel that to obtain favor with men, there are no better means than to pretend to be of their way of thinking, to fall in with their maxims, praise their defects, and applaud all their doings. One need not fear to overdo it, for however gross this flattery may be, the most cunning are easily duped. There's nothing so ridiculous or impertinent which they will not believe, provided it be well seasoned with praise. And honesty suffers, I acknowledge. But when we have need of men, we are outlamed to allow ourselves to their mode of thought. And if we have no other hope of success but through such stratagem, it is not after all the fault of those who flatter, but the fault of those who wish to be flattered.
Why do you not also try to gain the goodwill of my brother, in case the servant should betray our secret?
I'm afraid I cannot humor them both. The temper of the father is so different from that of the son, it would be difficult to comfort on both at the same time. Rather, try your brother yourself. Use that love that exists between you to enlist him in our cause. I'll leave you if I see him coming. Speak to him, sound to him, see how far we can trust him.
I greatly fear I shall never have this.
Ah, dear sister, I'm very glad to find you alone. I long to speak to you and to tell you a secret.
I'm quite ready to hear you, brother. What is it you have to tell me?
Many things, all summed up into one word: love.
You. Love.
Yes, I love. But before I say more, let me tell you that I know I depend on my father, and that the name of son subjects me to his will. That it'd be wrong for us to engage ourselves without the consent of the author or being. That it is our duty not to dispose of ourselves in accordance to their wish. That their judgment is not biased by their being in love themselves, and that they are therefore much more